My name is Darlene Dakovich, and I'm a member of the core group for the Tea Party in Fallbrook. And I volunteered to talk today about Proposition 17. Proposition 17 was put on the ballot by petition signatures, and it is called the Continuous Coverage Automobile Insurance Discount Act, or Continuity Discount. Prop 17 amends Prop 103, which was passed in 1988, in only one way, and that is that an insurance company can offer continuous coverage discount to new customers who switch coverage from another insurer. If the insurance company chooses to provide such a discount, it must be based on the length of time a customer continuously had bodily injury liability coverage. The provisions in the current law, which is 103, don't change. In other words, insurance companies base their rates on, number one, driver safety record, number two, number of miles driven annually, and number three, number of years of driving experience. The continuity of coverage shall exist if it has not lapsed for more than 90 days in the past 5 years for any reason, other than if you fail to pay your premium, of course. The continuity of the coverage shall exist also if there's a lapse due to military service in another country. Children residing with parents could qualify for discount based on the parents' eligibility. The insurance commissioner may adopt additional rating factors to determine auto rates and premiums, which is to the benefit and it gives incentive to the insured. For instance, loyalty or persistency discounts. However, under 103, insurance companies are prohibited from offering this kind of discount to new customers who switch from other insurers. Insurance companies doing business in California pay what they call an insurance premium tax instead of a corporate tax, which is the tax is then based on the amount of premiums earned in each year for auto insurance as well as other types of insurance coverage. In 2008, insurance companies paid about $247 million in premium tax revenues to the state of California, and that money, of course, goes into the general fund. There's actually a rather minimal fiscal impact to the taxpayers with Prop 17. Revenues to the state could be affected in the following manner. There could be a reduction of tax revenues depending on the extent insurance companies choose to offer such discounts and the size of the discounts offered. However, insurance companies offering such discounts could make up for some or all of these discounts by charging higher premiums to some of its other customers, whoever those might be. They don't really indicate. It might just be people that don't qualify for the discount because of longevity in the first place. And insurance companies, of course, are free to increase the volume of sales and just sell more insurance policies to consumers. The net impact on state premiums is probably not significant either, because the overall premiums still predominantly are determined by the three: driver safety, number of miles driven, and years of experience, which are unaffected by this measure. Prop 17 supposedly will provide drivers with more options and choices in acquiring insurance, and that could be a good thing, because if an insured has been with a company for a lot of years and built up all this nice persistency discount, he might decide he wants to shop around, look for another insurance company for whatever reason, and he would, under Prop 17, be able to do that. He would be able to carry that longevity and get the benefit of that discount with a new company. Also, it would probably increase competition. People could be shopping around more and have more choices, and drive down the rates for all responsibly insured drivers. I've only included my information based pretty much on the analysis at the beginning, that's at the beginning of each proposition, and at the text that's at the end. And I felt that the pros and the cons for 17 were more confusing than usual. They're always a little bit confusing, but in the years that I've been voting, this one seemed to be the most confusing to me. So I just decided not to be influenced by the yays or the nays. And so I did a little bit of internet research, and I called my insurance companies to get a better feel for what this could possibly mean. And most insurance companies welcome Prop 17, a yes vote. Two personal observations that I made, however. One, Mercury Insurance Company, which is upfront about the fact that they do support a yes vote on 17. As of May the 2nd, has spent over $7 million on the vote yes for Proposition 17, for whatever reasons they may have. I have not been able to uncover any underlying, I always look for sort of underlying agendas, and I have not found that in Prop 17. And on the other side, on the no side, Harvey Rosenfeld, who is an attorney, he's the watchdog, and he does a lot in keeping the insurance companies on their toes and for the protection of the consumers, which in itself is a good thing. However, on the other side of that coin, insurance companies many times are being forced to do unnecessary paperwork, spend a lot of money going to arbitration and to court, and of course we know what that means. That means that those costs are going to be passed on down to you, the consumer. I feel that there are more points and pluses going for a yes vote on Prop 17 than there are negatives. So that is my recommendation, that you vote yes on 17. Thank you.